Many of you may not know this, but I do stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Big Geekdom 101, where we do classic video games from the past as well as some new ones too. Twitch.tv/Big Geekdom 101. Give me a follow and we'll have a good time. Alright, so we've got the complete spoilers for Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 64. We're going to be getting into all of the events and the dialogue here of what happens in this manga chapter. Tomorrow here on the channel in the morning, I will be dropping my review and analysis of the chapter. Mostly we're going to be talking about Steak versus Sizzle and kind of what Toyotaro chose to do in this chapter. And then Saturday at around 2 o'clock Eastern Time in the United States, we're going to be doing a live stream, and hopefully all of you guys can stop by for that. And or at least most of you guys can if you're not busy. And we'll talk about the manga chapter and have a good discussion, myself and a few guests live. So, first of all, I want to thank Dragon Ball Hype for this document here that has the translations. And I want to thank Kagari, Aaron Van Dween for the translations themselves. Also, some corrections. The first spoiler video I did a couple days ago, there was a weird sort of issue where the GP, the Galactic Patrol, could detect, I said that word too fast, Galactic Patrol could detect Mirrors dying or whatever, and that was a mistranslation. So this translation here is pretty much the final translation, so disregard that. It's not really an issue. It's more so, you know, here, this is what happened. So let's talk about it, okay? Let's get right into it here. I'm going to read what Aaron had translated, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on what's going on as I read it. I have not read this yet, first time, so we're going to read it together. As the Galactic Patrol ships fly through space, one of the Galactic Patrolmen suddenly feels as if he's lost something important. So it's more like an intuition, not that they sense Mirrors' key, because he's an angel, they can't sense it, but it's more so an intuition, which does make sense. That's fine. Back on Earth, Jaco's confused and questions if Mirrors has died. He sees Goku clench his fist. He asks if Goku is alright, and Goku says he learned another important lesson from Mirrors, which is that he's not fighting alone. Beerus and Whis are watching them from afar. Whis comments that it's simply a matter of Goku being able to control his emotions or not. And that's really it. That does make sense. With Super Saiyan transformations, it's all about, you know, rage and anger and focusing on that. Whereas with the higher level form, especially Ultra Instinct, it's not about that. It's not about that whatsoever. So they work differently. We've talked about that for years, guys. But some of you guys are new to the channel, so check out my videos I've done on Ultra Instinct. I have about 6 or 7 videos that go deep into UI with like Omen and the new form and, you know, the silver haired form. And so check that out. Just type in Ultra Instinct Geekdom and you'll get like a bunch of videos I've done, and they're fun to do, years ago, and still some ones pretty recently. Goku says to Jaco that in this fight he got saved by Vegeta, Dende, and even Mirror sacrificed his own life. But the difference is they didn't do it for his sake, but for the sake of the universe. Goku clears his head and then asks Jaco why he joined the Galactic Patrol. Jaco replies he joined because he wanted to protect the peace in the galaxy and because the uniform looks cool. So Goku's pretty much saying here that, you know, my friends helped me, but not for me, for the universe. But they did it for you too, bro. I mean, that's Dragon Ball. A big theme of Dragon Ball has always been friendship, so that's not really a problem. Goku says Mirror said the same thing too. He says that right now he's a fellow Galactic Patrolman like Jaco who is trying to protect the universe from Moro. Moro suddenly flies above. He's pissed because Mirrors just beat him with some unknown technique. Goku tells Jaco to fall back. So now it's going to be Goku versus Moro one-on-one. Moro lands and asks where Mirrors went. Goku says he's gone, and right now Goku's the only one who can beat Moro. Moro says that Goku is still saying the same nonsense as before. Well, he always says that, right? Goku replies that this time it's different because he's just inherited Mirrors' will and then starts to power up. Now, I want to explain what he means by inheriting Mirrors' will. It's not that he's inheriting Mirrors' abilities or power. It's literally will. In other words, he is inheriting the belief system of Mirrors and the determination of Mirrors to beat Moro. Even though Mirrors could have beaten Moro at any time, you know, with the angel powers, he chose to kind of let Goku do it. Either way, even though he got erased. Why? Well, I guess he grew an attachment to Goku. Maybe he knew that Goku had something else planned, or who knows. But he believes in Goku. So Goku feels like he needs to kind of respect Mirrors' death like that. You know what I mean? That's the way I'm perceiving it. If you have a different analysis of that, please leave a comment down below. Moro lands and asks where Beerus went. Goku says he's gone, right? And right now, Goku's the only one who can beat Moro. Moro says that Goku is still saying the same nonsense as before. Goku replies that this time it's different because he's just inherited Beerus'. Oh, I already read that. My bad. Back with Gohan and company, they can see the energy from Goku like a storm tall in the sky. Piccolo seems confused on who it could be. It's Dad, Gohan shouts. Dad has finally... Always calling on Daddy. Beerus notes that it seems to have worked while Whis agrees. Now show us the completed Ultra Instinct. Yeah, well, we've seen it already, but hey, let's see it again because it doesn't stop being cool. Goku is now standing still, gazing upwards, and aura depleted. Both Moro and Jaco are in shock. Piccolo says the ground's trembling has stopped, but he can't feel anything and that it's too quiet. Gohan says it's like the storm from before didn't happen. So, one kind of cool thing here is this is the first time that Goku has used Ultra Instinct on Earth. Remember, we have only seen Ultra Instinct in the World of Void, in the TOP, never on Earth. So we're seeing it for the first time in the materialistic, or the material Universe 7, not in the World of Void. Goku faces Moro having finally completed Ultra Instinct. Moro is shocked. Well, what is that form? Silver-haired. Silver-haired, Jaco questions. It's the first time I've seen that color. Yeah, Jaco was not there for the TOP either. Goku starts walking slowly towards Moro. This is, again, typical Dragon Ball. We've seen this in Z a bunch of times with Goku and Nappa, Goku and Raccoon. It's just a classic Dragon Ball throwback that Toyotaro's putting in there. And Moro's terrified, visibly shaking. As Goku nears, Moro shouts at him not to come any closer as he readies the Ki Blast. Before he can fire it, however, Goku's grabbed his arm, moving faster than Moro realized. Quit damaging the Earth, Goku tells Moro, not even looking at him. Moro tries to kick back, but Goku dodges. Moro aims a punch, and Goku dodges again. And then Goku strikes at Moro and sends him flying back. Moro is frustrated, confused at what's happening. So Goku's just owning this guy right now. We saw the manga images yesterday in the video I put out. And we've seen some of this stuff already. Not all of it, but some of it. And yeah, it's just one-sided thrashing. He rushes to strike at Goku again, and Goku blocks or dodges each of his punches and kicks in rapid succession. Yeah, you can't touch UI, bro. You just can't. Beerus notes that Goku's accuracy keeps increasing, and Whis agrees. Goku dodges another strike from Moro, jumping back a ways. What is the meaning of this? How are you doing that? Moro questions Goku. I'm not thinking of anything. My body avoids your attack on its own. That's why your attacks will never hit me, Goku says. Which is what Ultra Instinct is. Migate no Gokui, mastery of self-movement. Your limbs are moving on their own, like I said the other day. Makes sense. So Moro says, your body does that on its own, you say? I have no idea what you're saying. And then Moro says, back before powering, suddenly powering up. So Moro powers up again. We've seen this image too. Goku looks unimpressed as the scene switches to Gohan and Piccolo. Piccolo notes that this time it's Moro powering up, intending on going to full power. Moro finishes powering up, and Goku calmly readies himself as Moro charges in for an attack. Before Moro can hit, however, Goku seems to have bound him. Again, he's using the God Bind, which I'm really happy to see that he's bringing back the God Bind, which is the move that he used on Broly in the movie when he was Super Saiyan God. If you remember that scene, I did do a video explaining what the God Bind is way back when the movie first came out. I'll link to it at the end of this video if you want to watch that so that you know more about that move in case you forgot or you never saw the video. So, Goku raises Moro up in the air, still bound, before delivering a fierce uppercut to his torso. This is the Shoryuken, as I called it. The impact of the attack creates a large shockwave that shakes the land, and it can be felt by those on the lookout and even over the rest of the earth. Moro is punched away as Beerus looks on and says, that's perfect. Oh, how unusual for you to acknowledge that, Whis replies back. I have to acknowledge it. That fighting style is godlike, Beerus says. That's awesome. That fighting style is godlike. That sounds so cool. Looking toward Goku. Goku notices that Beerus and Whis had come. Beerus tells Goku to continue and to hurry and get it over with so he can get some food. Goku smiles and turns back to Moro, who is now laying badly damaged on the ground not far away. By now you should have realized you don't have a chance against me, Goku tells Moro. Here we go with that confident Goku. We do love confident Goku swag. I mean, it's always awesome. Great moments in DBZ with confident Goku. Moro grasps at the ground, pulling himself up and clearly in a lot of pain before collapsing once again. Moro's getting pummeled here, and I love it. Do you understand even a bit of the remorse of those you killed? Goku asks. I think he's basically asking him, do you have any remorse for those you killed? Do you regret it? Do you care at all? Do you have any empathy? And the answer is no, because he's a bad guy, Goku. This is not like, other guys you faced off in the past, like Ten Shinhan, and he doesn't have a good side, I don't think. Says the silence. For you to preach to me, do you intend on becoming a god? I don't fear the power of gods. I'm the planet-eating Moro. I live by eating what the gods created. I am the greatest existence in this galaxy. Moro shouts as he powers up again, his energy sprouting from the land. So again, we have the Galactus thing going on here. He's basically saying that I eat what the gods create. So I'm higher than a god. But you're really not, buddy. The ego on this guy. I'll decide this planet lives or dies. Who has the advantage? Think well on it, Moro mocks. As Goku stands still, Moro springs up on him from the ground behind, but before he can strike, Goku kicks him in the face, and Moro falls right into one of his own energy beams. Yes! Moro falls to the ground in a smoking heap, and Goku tells him it's over. This isn't one of his toys anymore. Moro realizes that Goku holds this planet dear. First, I'll lead up this planet. As Moro stands with an arm raised, Goku kicks him back, sending him flying into a rock formation. We've seen that also in the image that came out yesterday. If you haven't seen those images, check out the video I put out yesterday if you haven't seen that video, because it kind of goes with this one. You put them all together. As Moro attempts to get back up, a huge boulder falls right on top of him. That's like a Three Stooges freaking routine there. He cries out to be saved, doesn't want to be killed. That's him being a coward, cowardly Moro. Goku looks on before turning to Jaco. Hey, Jaco, this guy has the death penalty, right? Jaco tells him that's right, you can finish him right here. Remember, Vegeta also had this chance. Please don't tell me Goku's going to make the same mistake Vegeta made. Please. Don't tell me that's going to happen. Goku, okay, I see. Then from here on out, allow me to fight as an Earthling. Goku says as he tears off the rest of his shirt. Huh? What do you mean, says Jaco. So now we have shirtless Goku removing the Galactic Patrol uniform and saying, I'm going to fight as an Earthling, which means he's not a space cop anymore, which means he might have mercy on Moro. Or maybe he'll just wipe him out. Who knows? We'll find out next month. I don't think so, though. This arc, there's something else that Moro might have up his sleeve. You know what I mean? There's something else there. Beerus and Whis seem surprised. Whis comments, it seems like he's done with the Galactic Patrol. Beerus has a bad feeling about this. I wonder if Moro, remember, Moro has a detached hand that got cut off earlier. I wonder if he'll use that hand, which still has the crystal, to take Beerus' power. Then again, the forehead crystal is gone, so he might not be able to store it. Like, I just wonder if they're going to set it up so that Beerus loses his power to Moro, and then we have MUI Goku against Moro with Beerus' power. I don't know if they're going to do something cool like that. They might save that for a different... They might not even do it at all, or they might kind of don't want to give that away because it would kind of be a way of doing Goku and Beerus again. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I thought about that. It probably won't. That's the end of the summary right there. So, Goku pretty much whoops his ass the entire chapter, and then he's saying, okay, I'm not a space cop anymore. I'm going to be just an Earthling. And that's the cliffhanger, I guess. So the fight is not over yet. That is my full spoiler discussion here and my thoughts. Mostly action this chapter. Once again, I want to repeat, my review's going up tomorrow. Live stream the day after here on the channel. Remember to be there. Set your notifications up so you can get notified whenever I upload, including that. And I've got some killer videos coming up for y'all. The next 3 months are going to be the best videos I've ever put out on this channel, like career stuff, I've been working on this all year, and we got some good content. I'm very proud of it, y'all, and I really hope you like it in the next few months. For now, check out the videos on your screen, and thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for the review.